Hello Gemini and Gemini Rising, welcome to my esoteric channel. My name is Kat and this is your reading. So Gemini, you are carrying a lot on your shoulders. That's at the core of your reading. There is a feeling of oppression. Maybe you think that, well, you're juggling two things and you might be feeling exhausted and overburdened. And the message here is to not to lose focus, or clearly it might help to lighten up your load, but there is success coming to you for all your efforts. So everything that you're working on and all these, if you have multiple projects, if you feel that you're bombarded or exhausted or that you're juggling too many things, there is a reward. It will not come easy, but there is a reward coming in for you down the road. There is also a sense of completion. You're completing a cycle because it's 10. It's 10 of one. So there is all these multiple things that you have on the go. There is a reason for it, and it's coming to a completion, and there is a success coming from all your efforts. The confirming energy is the strength. So this is courage, ambition. This means you are able to handle it. So you have a protection in the month of April to carry on. However, what you're aware, you have the Two of Wands in your position of your thoughts. So there's a call for change. So, and you are aware of this. So because you are juggling too many things, and because you might be losing your confidence, whether you'll be able to continue or for how long you'll be able to continue if nothing changes. So there's this need to change something, and it might be something little. It might be just slight shift. So I think that will come down the road for you, definitely. So there is this sense of oppression, being overburdened, and a need to change something. So your foundation as a Queen of Swords. So you're very clear thinking in the month of April. You should be feeling very organized or very motivated when it comes to your career or making important plans for the future. However, there's also a sense of a lack of emotional satisfaction or lack of maybe it's also a card of separation, and you do have the separation here confirmed in your environment. So it's almost like you are missing somebody. There's this need, there's this void and need to fill an area in your life, maybe because you're focusing too much of your life. So wands are usually they relate to business. It could be also a relationship, but relationships that are very passionate. There is a lot to do with any creative ventures and or business ventures. So maybe you're focusing all your energy on one area in your life, and you start feeling the lack of something else. So this is your foundation. However, as I said, this is a very good energy to get organized when it comes to future planning. If you are making any changes, if you want to make any changes when it comes to your career, April would be great for that. In your recent past should have been nice. There is you have Three of Cups, so this is a celebration. Maybe there was engagement or a wedding, or maybe you were socializing. So I guess this would also explain this Queen of Swords and Page of Swords here, that maybe when you compare your present to your recent past, maybe you were going out more. You had time for your friends, for your family, and now because you're overburdened with multiple projects, you feel a bit of sadness or some kind of separation. So just be mindful of that. But going forward, your near future is there should be an event some kind of event or a person, but I would say this is an event that has to do with, will bring prosperity or will bring some financial development. This could be a development when it comes to your career, so in your job, maybe a promotion, getting more money, or a different kind of job. But I would also say that many of you might be considering starting a business, because this Knight of Pentacles usually represents a service. And this means that you might be offering a service, or this service might be offered to you. But I would say you might be offering this service and you will be getting rewarded for it. So the finances should improve going forward. There's also a connection to earth sign person, so Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. This Queen of Swords as your foundation, this actually might represent you, because this is an air sign person. This might be Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, and it doesn't have to be a woman only. It could also be a man. You also have another queen, which is the outcome of your reading. And so two queens in a reading, in regards to that sense of separation that I was talking about. Usually two queens means sincere friends or some close bonds, like close relationships. And because of these three cups in the past here, to me it almost seems that, again, as I said, that you are missing somebody. Maybe you're missing a good friend. Chances are this friend or this person who you're missing is a water sign, so Cancer or Scorpio. That's another way I would read this. But overall, your image for the month of Gemini, you have a beautiful Two of Cups. So people should see you as somebody who is very fair and who's very pleasant to deal with. And this also might mean that there is a chance of a romantic relationship or some kind of even contract, getting into a contract. It could be a romantic contract or it could be a business contract. And if you sign any kind of contract in the month of April, it would be very fair. This overall means harmonious relationships and harmonious energy when it comes to relationships, whether romantic or business. I already talked about your environment with this Page of Swords here. This is very youthful energy. This is all about clear thinking and clear communication. This also might mean cutting out things that no longer work for you in your life. So, as I said, you might feel oppressed or overworked, overburdened. You do realize that you cannot continue for too long like this. There is a change that will be required to be made. And so maybe this change will be made for you because this is in your environment. And together with the Queen of Swords, this is very mental energy. So maybe somebody will make a decision that will have an effect on you, and things might change somehow for you. It also means something to do with secrets. Maybe there's a secret. Somebody is trying to keep a secret from you, or you are keeping a secret. But I would say there is somebody around you who has a secret. In your hopes and fears, with the Seven of Wands, this is again, there is a fear of not being able to handle or not being able to stand your ground. You are clearly very capable of handling everything currently. You do have the strength. So in the month of April, you can still handle everything you have going on, but you might be doubting yourself that you cannot or if under attack, if you get in conflict, or if you have to defend yourself when it comes to certain things, then you might be doubting yourself. So don't do that. It's all a matter of opinion or perspective. And this is also a fear, so you can always work on this to turn it to your advantage. And then the overall outcome for you, Gemini, as I mentioned already, you have this Queen of Cups here. This is very nice energy. This is very loving, caring, emotional. It's great for relationships. As I said, there is a chance there might be some development between friends. in the month of April for you. And because, Gemini, you're all about friends, you're very social. This is very important for you. But this also might mean that together with these two of cups here as your own energy, you might actually get a vision of some kind, or you might get inspired, or so there is some kind of inspiration coming in for you that should move you emotionally. It's a very nice energy, and it usually represents water signs, and it usually represents everything love or relationship good for business. So very, very good energy for business, and especially for those of you who are artists. This might actually represent a person who is very creative and very is even very well established, because it's a queen, so some kind of authority in the art world, maybe a gallery owner or somebody like that. If you're trying to maybe get that kind of connection that will help you, then maybe you're an artist that you're trying to sell your artwork. There might be a connection to some important person, and your behind the scene energy is the sun. So this is definitely a new beginning of some kind, or at least a shift. There is this sense of new energy and warmth coming in for you in the month of April, or influencing you. It also means prosperity, and could mean fortunate marriage. So there is definitely a protection when it comes to emotions and also material things. So that's what I see for you, Gemini. I wish you a lovely month, and I will talk to you next month.